on the serve. Handled at the net by Coys. For the attack for Ravato. Tipped over by Bingham. Down to get it was Hickey. And a block, number 6 of the day. Bohm. And a nice finish, Cari Bohm.
Well, Valpo having a right side attack for Fighting Illini as they pull away here, a couple of points.
Ravato has it blocked by Sarah Bingham.
Champaign has a lot of reasons to celebrate this Illinois team with all the wins they've had and being competitive in the Big Ten.
Gotta say, this is a very nice crowd for a Tuesday night at the end of the summer to get the season going. So you expect once this weekend comes and the Big Ten season to come, this place will be rocking as Ravato popped over the net. Arp puts it back over. Middle and down for the point for Cari Bohm. Of an event there. Bingham down the line, Hickey the dig. Right side attack is blocked by Terry, along with Bohm.
Hickey working.
And now here's Kennedy Collins once again serving. And that one put down by Cari Bohm for Illinois. Trying to swing there was Emerson Wilford. Saved by Reagan Anderson. Stays on the Wichita State side. That one fell into no man's land. That's a point for the Illini. And now once again, Izzy Strand will look to continue the scoring run for Wichita State. Gabby Moss once again, great defensive play to keep it alive, but the presence of fronts combined of Burbage and Bohm.
It did stay away from the antenna.
Moss will get this point started. Burbage will swing it, kept alive by Morgan Weber. And that'll be a free ball for the Illini. Mosier sets it up for Bohm, and that one stayed in. Kill for Cari Bohm. One in this super competitive set number 4. Blocked home up front by the Shockers. The Illini keep it alive. It's a free ball for Wichita State. Set up and blocked home off the swing. Improved to 2-2, that is. Mosier will serve. Played up and spiked down up front by the combination of Bohm and Burbage. Natalie Foster tried to send it over, but the big old Kayla Burbage. Terry receives it. Burbage will set it up in the back row for Terry. This is going to be a free ball for the Shockers. Strand up to Wilford, but it was sent back once again by the front of Bingham and Bohm.
Well, the players to watch for this match as we get started. Raina Terry for Illinois, number 12. She had a massive game against Wichita State in that 5-set loss with 26 kills.
First up, Cari Bohm with a kill there, the native of Ann Arbor, Michigan, on the set by Brooke Mosier. Mosier has to go chase it in the back row. Burbage on a tip. A double block walls off Illinois State. ISU tied it at 23-all, but the Illini pulled it out for the first set win, 25-23. Bohm finds some empty Terraflex and picks up a point for Illinois. Cari Bohm in the middle for Illinois up front. Again, Zeman. And again a block by the Illini. Bohm there for it. Very hot day, and Huff Hall without air conditioning is notoriously warm in the early months, even in the winter months of the season, or the late months of the season. It can get a little sticky in here. Cari Bohm with a choice there to just put it wherever she wanted.
They do a nice job blocking. Collins as well. You think of Collins, you think of blocking, but Bohm is really stepping into that role as that big blocker, but also being able to find ways to be efficient killing the ball.
Sarah Bingham on the block there of Bella Zeman. Down the line, we may see more activity from Jessica Nungi. It looks like she's not playing a role here today as she still gets her Gets her stamina up. The block of the Illini very active here late in set 4.
That puts Kennedy Collins behind the line, graduate senior. She's been with this program a long time, playing in her 110th career match for Illinois. Big swing rejected from Kalia Williams, and the Illinois block up to the challenge.
Huge block up front. Boog Mosher, the setter, getting in, getting those hits.
Trubin's dad played volleyball for the Serbian national team. Burbage blocked, kept alive by Thomas Nathan. What a play by Danny Thomas Nathan. Here's Burbage. Now Nunji. Down the line, dug by Trubin. Overpass, and Cari Bohm is there.
Cari Bohm controlling the net up.
UJ blocked. Bohm and Mosher, that's a big energy point.
Illinois, it's all out defense right now. Vanessa.
Caroline Barnes serves to open the second set, and here's UCF out of system. And it's Bohm who dumps it over. First meeting between UCF and Illinois since 2019, and again, the serving game for UCF wreaking havoc on Illinois' defense. But there's Cari Bohm on a costly overpass to tie us up at 1 in the 4th.
Bohm controlling the net up front, identifying.
Great serve from Grimes. Burbage cross court, dug by Shear. Here's Wilson. And Illinois wins the point.
Huge shutdown. Illinois' block coming alive up front. Cari Bohm again comes up here.
To a couple of marquee wins. Cam Hayworth to get it started from the service line. And here we go in Big Ten play with Barnes taking the first ball and right down the middle.
Kill, and she's able to see that because she has such a great volleyball IQ and court vision.
Into the cross court, Gary saves a kill from Nunji. Barnes pops up the set, back for Nunji, coverage from Barnes, and on the second contact, Gary right there in the donut. And Gary can't get that.
Hard and tough one out of bounds, or stayed in from our angle there.
Yeah, you look who's celebrating because it was about straight down. We couldn't tell.
Exactly. Raina Terry on the reception of the serve, and now she'll hit it from the back row. And softly hit over by Moore, but Terry. Kennedy Collins nearing a double-double in kills and blocks. 11 kills and 7 blocks in this match. She has been all over the place so far in these 3 sets, as up front once again is Illinois, and it's Nunji and Bohm. Lily Berry again. Yosia on the reception, hit over to Hold'em and kept alive by the Spartans, but that was the 4th hit. That was a big call in favor of the Illini as Lily Berry serves. Here's Hold'em, blocked up by Cari Bohm. Seventh ace for the Spartans and the second of the match for Taylor Hold'em. Here's Grace Kelly. It was blocked by Bohm. That's been a pretty common saying in this match.
Combo block from Nunji and Bohm.
Trying to do early on is try to establish some other key hitters that can score for their team.
That's been a challenge for them with Raina Terry. Top 5 in the nation in attacks per set. They're looking for help wherever they can offensively. Here's Mosher again behind her head to Burbage. And up the middle, terminating Cari Bohm with authority. Illinois now within 3. They've been close in both sets. Trammell has that rejected, and then Bohm finishes.
Well, you can see here that Pedraza is really trying to force middle to open things up. just getting under the ball. It's the quality of the contact that's important.
The Clemson transfer two-time all-second team ACC as the Illini striking back to take a 2-1 lead.
Buechner, who's front row, along with McSweeney in the middle.
Cari Bohm up front along with Burbage. And Illinois closes the day with 9.5 blocks. They take set number 3, 28-26, the same score as the first set.
With an ace back at the service line. Mosier looking to Terry, taking some heat off. And Wohlard going off the block, but she's rejected by the Illini.
Raina Terry putting up an absolute wall with that block. She did such a great job getting her.
Mosier sets it up for Terry. Back row attack, Ashburn to Robinson. There's a block by Bohm.
Love the energy. Love the energy there.
Becca Williams with that serve for Rutgers. Back row attack by Terry off the fingertips of the block. The swing by Humphrey. Block back over. Humphrey again. Blocked again. Mosier and Bohm. Female Scholar Athlete of the Year was the captain of the Red Storm that year that won the Big East Championship and got to the second round of the NCAA tournament. They were 31-5 that year as Kinkilla has it blocked by Terry and Bohm. Free ball here is at Burbage and Barnes. Barnes went down, shuffled back to position, and the block, Burbage and Bohm. So Burbage, she's got a different style than most of the others on this Illinois team with their serves.
It's more of that side step with the float serve.
And Terry and Bohm with the block. Nyer gonna go up against Nunji. Nyer into the block again. Rutgers recognizing that was a tip off of Nyer, not a block, so they just got the ball over. They didn't want to make sure they went to 4. And now Illinois takes advantage of this momentum, continuing to build.
Yeah, definitely the Big Ten is a really hard conference. So it's not surprising that sometimes not all the teams make it, but definitely you have powerhouses like Penn State, Wisconsin, Nebraska.
Really taking her time with this one. Just a nice serve over to get it started. Dowler up. Layla Ivy sent back hard. Cari Bohm and Raina Terry. Real momentum swing on that one right here.
Right now the Terps are hitting at a negative number right now, which is not something you're really excited about, especially when you're down by almost 7. You definitely need something to get going here.
Deep to serve is Jessica Nunji. Using up all those 10 seconds. Up by Dowler and deflected up off the swing from Sire. Far side pass. Up and over by Russ. Maybe wanted some call as there's Terry again. Parried up by Dowler. Schnitter, that's a hard send back. The combination of Raina Terry commits the 15th service error on the day for Illinois. Sire went up with it. That one hits the net after she couldn't win the joust. Schnitter sent back and it falls. That's a massive repel for Illinois.
Here's Mosier again. Hartman, nothing doing there. Nyer pushes it again for Hartman. That's the wrong decision. Big block for Illinois. They're 11th of the match.
Chitty trying to save that one. But it's a tough thing.
The 3 blocks since has helped him pull away up 9. And Bohm puts it down for the Illini.
Yeah, nice job by Mosier to find her too. Just a couple steps off the net. Feeds her middle. It's a strong block.
And Bohm having a nice set. It's a couple kills in short time for Cari Bohm.
It's right in that 31 position, too, where it forces the middle to go away from the middle blocker.
When Maryland was here a few weeks ago, it was the same way. A 5-set win for Illinois. And that's down for Cari Bohm. She's saying enough of that. Passing is fine on that end.
And we're watching it right here. Nice jump top.
Gray Gosnell. Bohm heating up.
Yeah, middle versus middle. This is a drill. This is a great drill that these teams play in practice. And the dog jammed right there in the middle, and this will definitely start to separate.
Hey, have you clocked how fast that topspin serve is yet? Because it passes the eye test, which it definitely does. It's definitely got some speed with it.
Burbage on the attempt. Terry kept it alive for a second. It's going to be a free ball for the Boilermakers. Anderson's going to set up Chacoin. Was tipped up front, so a little easy reception for Barnes. Burbage again. Good rally here. He's kept alive by Colvin. Here's Chacoin, blocked up front by Nunji and Bohm. Right behind Hudson with 4 kills as opposed to Hudson's 5. Up to Cari Bohm from Mosier, and that'll be a kill. Speaking of Nunji, here she is to serve once again. As Poulter sets it up for Hudson. Cari Bohm said no.
Today with this nagging injury that has bothered her since early on this year, but coaching staff says she continues to make progress. Already a couple swings here tonight. And here's another one, and has it sent right back. A magnificent, disciplined block. Mosier in on the stop.
Great block by Mosier there. She knows that in a transition play, Russo is going to look to San Giacomo. She's one of
Northwestern leading by 2 after that attack there by Bohm. Giacomo is rejected. The middle, Bohm, she's able to find the perfect space. Bump set for San Giacomo and dug by Barnes. Another bump set to San Giacomo, and a brick wall by the Illini gives them match point.
That's pretty elite.
That's the kind of numbers you see from Wisconsin. A whole lot across the board. Very nicely done by Illinois up the middle. Cari Bohm able to bury it.
Yeah, Cari's been really coming along in the last couple matches. She had a breakout match.
The last 3 matches, she's only had 4 errors on 115 swings. So when you say rare, you mean it.
No, I love it. So, and that's a great stat to give people because as an out.
Buettner, good pass on the strong jump serve. Davis on the slide. Right side swing off the block. Cole's able to dive, but overpass. And it is just sent straight to the floor there by Bohm. Nunji takes a deep breath, circles around, and fires it over. Good short serve, dropped right in front of Cole. Moravic's blocked, and this time Illinois keeps it in the court. Overpass from Iowa. Burbage takes it. Mosier fights through traffic. Nunji off the block. Cole's there. McSweeney pushes it. Tries to just push it off Bohm, and Bohm ready for that. Sends it back on the Hawkeye middle. Service aces to just 2 errors. Kennedy Collins looking to finish it off for Illinois. Cole overpass. Look out. Cari Bohm finishes it up for Illinois.
From top to bottom.
Targeting Batenhorst again. They'll go to Becca Alec.
Oh, great
up by Mosier. Free ball. Locked there.
Yep.
Burbage.
Burbage right on top of that. That's one of those balls trapped.
Scott Kneifel, Wayne State, leading fantastic program in Wayne, Nebraska. #1 in the country, and out of the timeout. Lacey Bosinger into serve now. Her first action. Tough serve by Bosinger. Back row, Terry. Oh, what a nice readjust by Chodway. Free ball. And Trigger with another up. And another for Nebraska. Oh, look out. The place might explode. What an up! Free ball opportunity. Oregon's second touch, not down. Off the top of the block. What a win by Illinois on that point. Holy cow!
We saw some phenomenal defense, some phenomenal organization on both sides.
And that's down. Bohm and Burbage with the block.
Illinois starting to contain Londot just a little bit better, sending 2 blockers automatically when they know where this ball is going.
They scored 5 in a row. Mosier for Burbage, trying to stop this run. Overpass from Taylor. With Gibson in at center, connecting with Londot. Londot again, and Londot into the block. Terry off the bump set, it's returned. Tumen, or Londot blocked, covered up Tumen. Mosier for Nunji. Morbitzer right there for the dig. They try Nunji a 3rd time. And Murphy denied. Cari Bohm showing up for Illinois.
Notice Michigan before the match starting, having their coaches work on this, trying to serve-receive this topspin serve.
Attack blocked up front, and another point for the Illini as it was Burbage and Bohm. Raises the top of the net. Another duo block up front by Bohm and Burbage, kept alive. And the attack from Bohm gives Illinois a point. Serve grazes the top of the net. The attack from Bohm, and gets another kill. Number 3 for Bohm. Michigan, who led most of the early second set, trying to storm back in this one.
And right away, it's Musher out to Terry. Strong block from Schaffmaster, but picked up. Barnes eventually giving that one back to the Gophers. It's Landfair, and she's blocked. Hansen in serving. That's picked up cleanly. Going back to Nunji, but Murs there. Quick set to Davis, but a great block up there by Cari Bohm. Nunji with the low serve, picked up by Landfair. Going straight back to Landfair. Not quite picked up but cleanly by Barnes, and so it'll be Terry out of system. Wooker's got it, now it's Landfair again. And Murs there to pick up the block. But this time, nobody there to pick up that strong double block from the Illini.
It's interesting, before the break, the Illini was actually fighting more by going quickly with the ball, doing quicker plays, but now they're able, as Coach Thomas has told us, but trying to get it back now.
Aggressive serve from Grote has the Illini out of system. Burbage picked up by Wooker. Schaffmaster will go right back to Wooker. And how about that block from Cari Bohm?
Yeah, they have their own block party going on over there at the Fine Line night. They said if the Gophers are going to put up one, we should.
Is going to be Mosher, the setter out of Waterloo, Wisconsin. And it's underway. Rousseau looks for the quick one to Hill, no avail. Resetting up 10-foot line, coming across is Nunji. Back set on the decoy. Nice decoy. Punched up. Look at that return by Barnes. Long rally here for the opening point. Almost out of play. Joust back in. Trying to keep it alive was Chin. Chin delivers yet again. Set up to the near pin. Palming underneath it. That's going to be alive. What kind of point do we have for point number one? And not able to get there is Ellie Stinson and the Fighting Illini.
Led to the Fighting Illini point.
Joust at the net. Cari Bohm. And what net presence by...
We're seeing Hannah Reichensperger with the serve. And side out Illinois.
Well, Cari Bohm, she has a lot of pace with that fast arm swing.
Served by Bunch. Mosier for Hernandez. Shadowwalled the dig. Apewed a little and blocked this time. Smith and Bohm on their right side.
It was looking really good for the Redbirds with that amazing dig.
Just off her third ace of the night. Not an ace, but a great serve and an easy kill for Cari Bohm.
Julia Hunt is turned away. It's a 4-0 gust for Illinois. The block there. She just didn't hit it at the angle that she needed to. Meanwhile, the Illini are thriving from the middle. And Illinois is already hyping up that match, saying it's time to stuff Huff. They're not done here, though.
With Rake and Riley at the service line. By the way, you may notice both number 2, the Rileys are, on their respective teams. Landfair denied the block there again. Cari Bohm has been really tough at the net. Nebraska called. Great defense and hustle there from Terry, but it wasn't enough to stop Becca Alec with the put down. Krause. Terry, nice defense again. Hernandez tips it over. Beeson, dug up by Martinez Mundo. Hernandez, another dig. Just at the net, the Illini win the point.
So 8 Big Ten teams currently ranked in the top 25 as the serve by Drew Wright. Kicked over by Terry. To the floor went Rousseau. Reed into the block of Bohm and Terry. Brooke Mosier back to serve for Illinois as we're back to action here. 11-5 Illinois in the third set, tied at 1 set apiece. (15-7) after the reversal. Bohm gets point 16 there for Illinois.
Just a great first contact, allowed Illinois to...
Northwestern won the first set. Illinois looking to take 3 in a row. Knocked over by Bohm. Rousseau over to Hazan, and it's a block by Bohm and Smith that wins it for Illinois. They end the match with 9 block points, and they win today's match 22-25, 25-19, 25-18, 25-19. A look at the final point.
And it's Bohm and Lainey Smith teaming.
And they just need to get off the fast start. I think they'd like to avoid going into a 5th set like they have their last 3 matches.
Avery Hernandez starts things off for the Fighting Illini, who come away with the first point tonight. Lainey Smith with a big block. Wolverines down just 1 point. Another serve from Cochran. Excellent play at the line. Great play save. Now back up to Cochran. Jacobs set to ball, let the light tap, kept in play. Christina Mundo keeps the point alive for the Illini. Now Jacobs on the attack again, the block, Avery Hernandez. And the Illini win a back and forth point.
Yeah, it felt like that was a point Michigan had chances to win. You had
The Illini looking to take the first set. 2 points away. Wolverines fighting for their life here. Jacobs laid it out. Blocked. Another block at the line. Illini return it as a free ball. Allison Jacobs on the attack again. But Lainey Smith comes up big with the block. Set point for Illinois.
the ball, and they get a 2-point lead.
Another serve for Hernandez and a big block at the line. The Wolverines look to close the deficit.
I think we're going to need to see Valette become a little more active on the offense. Currently with a negative hit percentage to complement Allison Jacobs and get the Wolverines back in this.
Jacobs sets up Valette. A free ball of sorts for the Illini. And now Raina Terry on the attack. Dug out by Demetrician. Allison Jacobs tries the attack and is blocked at the net.
7 blocks already tonight. Clean up on the back row by Yosia. Back set to Smith. And Bohm hammers it down.
I love Smith's route on that. She actually starts.
Better serve receive for Yosia. And Bishop goes outside. Grace Kelly denied.
That Illini block is coming into play a little bit more. Cari Bohm is more of a defensive middle. Coach Tom
balance out the attack from Northwestern. Serves. Hold'em. Blocked by Illinois. Bohm and Smith stuffed it.
That's a great block by those two Illini. She took that cross-court shot away that Hold'em wanted.
Block again for Illinois. Moore, second try. Off the top of the hands. Terry. Yosia to Moore. Third try is blocked. Illinois stuffing, helping them move into the red zone here in set 4.
That was dominant there by the Illini up at the net. There were about 3 blocks in that play.
And big block put up. A hands on it again, Cari Bohm with the solo.
Back to back for the Illini, massive reads in the front court.
And that streak ends. And a quick side out, Bohm rewarded for her defense.
Impressive pass right away to get a tough server off the end line for Indiana. Bohm not necessarily.
2007, 15 straight matches. They were so close last year in 5 sets. Second ball from the libero, Martinez Mundo. And Hayworth is blocked. Terry denied her.
Little stare down from Raina Terry up front. What a read from the outside for Illinois. And you're horribly scared.
That too. Terry looking for back-to-back. Hayworth and Maple were right there. And a big block put up. Terry saying, come on.
All of a sudden, Illinois has so much momentum.
According to Chris Thomas, the Illinois head coach. Block put up. Cari Bohm's been in the middle of the net a lot of the night.
Nice serve there. Here's Schnitta. An Illinois block leading to a point this time.
On this matchup, Schnitta and Terry is one.
When we talked to head coach Adam Hughes, he mentioned Sydney Bryant is one of those players who's just stepped up this year for the Terps. Nice play there by Williams, finding Bryant again. And that block, right now, Illinois is cruising defensively.
Cari Bohm teaming up on the.
She gets another chance at the service line now. You're right, you can hear it echo throughout Huff Hall.
So often in college volleyball, we see the float serve. That is what causes a lot of.
Played it by Gunter. Williams to Bryant. Saved by Schnitta. Here's Huang. And that is a nice block there by Cari Bohm.
Cari Bohm adding to the 8th Illini block compared to Merritt, being able to get first ball kill and make quick points, not rally with Illinois. Illinois will win that rally.
Riley. Mosher now. Here's Huang for Russ. Terry, tight at the net. It's a joust. Free ball for Maryland. Incredible play for Terry. Russ again, blocked by Bohm. Hernandez blocked again. Set up for Hernandez. Here's Bryant. What a rally! They trail by 1 here in the 3rd set, 19-18. Here's Bryant. Played off the hands of Martinez Mundo. Terry trying to tap it over. Gunter setting things up for Schnitta, and that's a nice block for Avery Hernandez.
Ready to serve, and she'll try the jumper once again. Got it in this time. Nebraska in system. The swing from Beeson is blocked back and down. What a block by Hernandez.
Big time block by Hernandez. Just kept that in.
Starting to dig a little bit of a hole here. 4-0 run for the Illini. Sent over, tipped at the net. Terry keeps it alive. Left side hit. Fields with a nice save. Urquhart sends it over. Big swing and a kill. Number 2, Reagan Riley picks up her first kill, and Jim Barnes is going to use his first timeout.
Start working on the other sides of the court.
Big swing tipped by Iowa. Gallus. For Deary. Good recovery. Another swing for the Illini. Over on 2. Bumped over by Smith. Big swing but blocked. Cari Bohm picks up another block.
I don't even know if she jumped for that.
Here's Reagan Riley. Sent right back by Cari Bohm.
Illinois. And it's been all facets of the game working for the Fighting Illini right now.
Terry sets it up left side. Tipped over. Fills, gets blocked. Can't recollect, and Illinois gets another one back. They go up 12-7.
The set off with a 5-0 run. They've been very good at getting the advantage and continuing to lay on points.
Cari Bohm with a big hit there.
9-9 in the opening set. Wright serves. Block in the middle, kept up. In a roll. Nice save from Navarrete, but it's an overpass. And Cari Bohm picks up where she left off earlier in that point.
And you can't give Cari if Hazan hadn't gotten to that ball.
Here's Reed on the near side, into the block. A loud answer by Raina Terry, getting up there with Cari Bohm.
I'm still not sure how it got over. I don't think even she knows how it got over, but you'll take what you can get. Just with volleyball, it's live to pop the ball over, and in this 3rd set, Northwestern has just not done a good enough job at that. Into this set, already 4 in the 3rd frame.
Here's Terry with the tip. Rousseau was there. Hazan takes the rip and is blocked. It's Smith.
She'll send one over. Mosher back for Raina Terry, who sends us off one. Dug out by Gala Trubant, but blocked by Illinois.
The Illini did end up getting the point right there, but wow, what a dig by
Big hit by Famuina, but another big block. Dug out on USC's end. USC's back row very strong.
I think the key to that is just making sure that even when monster block there by Cari Bohm, but as I was saying, the key to getting successful tips is just because.
Now Avery Hernandez, who has been all over for Illinois, back to serve. Battle at the net, down for Illinois. That was the freshman, Lainey Smith, winning the battle.
The NCAA has represented the orange and blue very proudly.
And her reign of terror will most likely lead her to the NCAA tournament, as now Avery Hernandez gets a big block.
Redshirt sophomore from Orland Park, Illinois, suburb of Chicago. And they try middle for Brandewie, but that goes backwards, and the Illini build up a nice little lead here.
Me a two-man.
Selman tips it over, and Illinois should get a nice swing on this. Hernandez on the dig by Hasbrook. A bump set for Selman into the Illini double block. That time, Lainey Smith and Cari Bohm.
Yeah, it was a very high set. The Illini had a...
Bianca May for the set. A block by Bohm. And Illinois wins the second set to take a 2-0 lead. What a huge wall there. 10-5. Egan has to set Selman. And it's hard to get through Bohm and Smith.
Welcome to the block party. Raina Terry got that first one, and Smith and Bohm keeping the ball rolling for the Illini.
And in the middle is stuffed this time as Rader couldn't get through the Illini wall.
Seam.
She's got 9 kills. A double block, Smith and Bohm.
Look at her, giving it right back to the Buckeyes.
In her native South Dakota. Yes, Riley coming here for her senior season. The Fighting Illini into serve here. Jaravicious is sent packing by the block.
Hardison serves. 24-6 Illinois in the second sets. Comes over for Bohm, and that'll wrap up the second set. 25-6 in the second set. And Illinois has a 2-0 lead.
Reagan Riley looking good on that attempt. Here's Olsen, and is able to thread that one through.
Well, that aggressive serving from the Illini, making it a little more predictable.
Illinois in need of a rally here, trailing by 2. There's Leverett, and this time the Illini wall holds firm.
Really finding a good place behind that Gopher block. Set to the right side here. Kept alive by Mosher. Set to Terry. And still up in the air. Minnesota's going to fight this one out. Put over by Hansen. Mosher set to Terry. And kept alive by Skylar Gray. And put down by Cari Bohm.
Hayworth still to serve. A little more finesse on that. Has Terry diving for the dig. Terry now. More finesse. Gary up for Corsella. She's stuffed. Unable to keep it alive. That was very confusing. Both teams thought it was over, except really Gary and Cam Hayworth. There's Kendall Alonzo Corsella, and she is stuffed big time by a pair of fighting
matches. Coach Aird says that her consistency and leadership during the season has been instrumental in IU's effort to close the season on a high note. All right, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Ari. Alonzo Corsellis blocked at the net point for Illinois right there, but I mean, she's really had a tremendous stretch of the season. The first